In Natural Bridge, the Rockets wrote the final chapter in their school's football history tonight as the Bridge hosted Glenvar. Steve Mason has more on the Rockets' final home game ever.
The father-son festivities added another dimension to this special evening for Natural Bridge as parents and players lined Scott Eastwick Field for the last time. And the final game had some sentimental value for a few fathers who used to be Rockets themselves.
We go back and look at the fine years we had back in the 50s when I played and look at the guys today.
It all comes from the heart. Everybody loves this field, so it's going to be tough to walk away.
But all eyes were on the team, who welcomed the challenge of being the last to represent Natural Bridge and its strong football tradition.
We're going to be the last people to step foot on this field, and since we're the last class of Natural Bridge High School, it'll mean a lot.
You don't want it at the end. You just want to be out here all the time because we all know that in the future when we're looking back on it, this is going to be the best times of our life.
We're more than a team. We're like a big family that pulls together. It's something you'll never forget, and I hate to, let it all go, but sooner or later it's going to happen.
The heated emotions made for a fired-up Rocket squad, but it was Glenvar who would strike first. Watch Brandon Simonis break a tackle and go 70 yards for the score, 7-0 Glenvar. Although the Glenvar fans were cold, their team was just heating up. This time, the Highlanders go to the air. Scott Heiberger hits Stephen Ashworth for a 63-yard touchdown, putting Glenvar up 14-0. But the Bridge refused to crumble. Robert Austin blocks this Glenvar punt, giving his team possession deep in Highlander territory. The fans would then rally their team to put the ball in the end zone. Daniel Coffey plunges in from 1 yard out, closing the Glenvar lead to 7. Glenvar would answer the Rocket touchdown with yet another Scott Heiberger pass, this time to tight end Ryan O'Malley for a 47-yard TD connection, 21-7 Glenvar. With the game seemingly getting away from Natural Bridge, one newly elected state senator came forward with a little strategic advice.
They need to get a little bit better on the ground. They've been trying to do a lot of passing and they're not connecting. So if they could ground out a little bit more on the ground, I think it would be better off.
And even though Glenvar is in his district, Trumbo couldn't help revealing his allegiance to the Rockets.
My father was principal here for 13 years, and I grew up in the Glasgow area before we moved to Covington. And I just felt like it should be a representative of the family here on the last home game.
You know what they say, Bo knows football, and the Rockets played as if they'd heard his message. Daniel Coffey barrels in from the 1, putting his team back in the game 21-13. But that would be the closest Natural Bridge would come to winning. The victory now gives the Highlanders needed momentum going into their first playoff appearance in the school's history.
Yeah, we've come a long way as a program, and the kids have worked extremely hard this year. We've had some ups and downs, but we've played pretty consistent all year, and we're thrilled to be in the playoffs this year.
The Rockets have soared over this field for the last time, and not making the playoffs and a tough loss to Glenvar makes saying goodbye a little harder. From Natural Bridge, Steve Mason, Friday Football Extra.